Have you ever caught yourself thinking, "I'll start when the time is right," or "I'll chase my dreams once everything falls into place"? Maybe you've made excuses, waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect skills, the perfect confidence, only to find that days, months, even years pass by, and you're still waiting. But what if the perfect time never comes? What if the only thing standing between you and your dreams is hesitation? Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, in a prestigious university nestled between rolling green hills, students from around the world came to seek knowledge. Among the many professors, one stood out, not because of his strict grading or long lectures, but because of his wisdom. Professor Soto was known for teaching more than just academics. His lessons extended beyond textbooks, delving into the essence of life itself. His students adored him, not just as a professor, but as a mentor who shaped their thinking. One of his students was a young man named Hiro. Smart, ambitious, and full of dreams, Hiro wanted to start his own business, travel the world, and create something meaningful. But despite his vision, he was always waiting. "I need more experience first. I should plan better before I start. I'll take the leap when I feel ready." Excuses disguised as preparation held him back. He admired those who took action, but convinced himself his time hadn't arrived yet. One crisp autumn afternoon, Professor Soto noticed Hiro deep in thought, sitting alone under a tree. The older man approached him with a knowing smile. "Hiro, come take a walk with me." The two strolled through the university garden, the golden leaves crunching beneath their feet. The air smelled of earth and fresh rain, and the distant chatter of students filled the background. After a while, the professor led Hiro to a secluded spot, a small cliff overlooking the valley. An old oak tree stood there, its branches mostly bare except for a few lingering leaves. The professor gestured toward it. "Tell me, Hiro, what do you see?" Hiro examined the tree carefully. Its bark was rough, its branches twisted with age. It looked as if it had struggled against time. "It looks old and weak, Professor," Hiro said. "Like it's barely holding on." Professor Soto nodded. This tree was once just a tiny seed, just like all the others in the forest. It had the same potential to grow tall and strong. But unlike the others, it waited too long. It didn't reach for the sunlight when it had the chance. It didn't stretch its roots deep enough. Now, it stands here alone, barren before its prime. Hiro frowned. "But, Professor, a tree doesn't have a choice, does it? It simply grows as nature intends." The professor smiled knowingly. "That's true for trees, but not for us. We do have a choice. And yet, many of us behave just like this tree. We hesitate, we wait for the perfect moment to grow, to act, to change. But every day we wait, we lose time we'll never get back." Hiro shifted uncomfortably. "I see what you mean, but I have big dreams, Professor. I want to start my own company, travel, build something meaningful. But I feel like I need to be more prepared. I need to be fully ready before I take the leap." Professor Soto chuckled and motioned for Hiro to sit beside him on a stone bench. "Close your eyes for a moment," he said. Hiro hesitated but obeyed. "Imagine a magnificent feast laid out before you," the professor began. "Your favorite dishes, warm and fresh, the aroma filling the air. A plate of perfectly cooked rice, a bowl of steaming miso soup, fresh vegetables, and a cup of hot tea." Hiro smiled, picturing the scene. "Now," the professor continued, "imagine sitting at the table, hungry, but telling yourself, 'I'll eat tomorrow.' The next day, you look at the food again, thinking, 'Not yet, maybe later.' But as you wait, the rice grows hard, the soup turns cold, the vegetables wilt, and the tea loses its warmth. Eventually, the feast that was once so inviting becomes inedible." Hiro's eyes flew open, realization dawning on him. "I would never do that. If I were hungry, I would eat right away. Professor Soto met his gaze. Then why do you do this with your life? Hiro inhaled sharply. The weight of the words settled in his chest. The opportunities before you, your dreams, your aspirations, they are like that feast, the professor explained. Yet, you wait, always hoping for a better tomorrow, a more perfect moment. But tomorrow is never promised. If you wait too long, what was once an exciting opportunity will slip away. Hiro felt a shift within him. He had been waiting for a moment of certainty, not realizing that the only certainty in life is that time moves forward, with or without him. I see now, Hiro murmured. I've been telling myself I'm not ready, but in truth, I've been afraid. The professor placed a reassuring hand on Hiro's shoulder. Fear is natural. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't the absence of fear, it's the courage to act despite it. Hiro sat in silence, processing everything. Then, slowly, he smiled. I understand now. I won't wait anymore. Professor Soto nodded approvingly. Good. Remember, even the smallest step forward is better than standing still. Begin today, Hiro. You already have everything you need to start. The moral of the story. Life doesn't wait. Opportunities don't pause until we feel ready. We tell ourselves, I'll start when the time is right, or I'll act when I feel more prepared. But the truth is, the perfect time doesn't exist. Think about the moments you've hesitated, the dreams you've put off, the things you've wanted to do but kept postponing. Now, imagine where you would be if you had started when you first thought about it. The only time you have is now. Start where you are. Take the first step, no matter how small. Don't let fear or hesitation keep you from the life you're meant to live. Because at the end of your journey, you won't regret the steps you took, you'll only regret the ones you never did. So, let me ask you. What are you waiting for?